Okay guys, so hello, this is me again, and today I'm building an HTPC for our living room. This is my old computer, here from the HP tower, I don't know what it's called. Here's the backplate for the motherboard, and right here we have the motherboard with the CPU that was in there. I just changed the cooler for the Intel stock cooler. If you're asking yourself why, I'll tell you, because this is the cooler that was on there. I guess the Intel one will have a bit better performance just because of the fan, how it looks and stuff. So I already try to just boot it up with my hard drive, and it did everything pretty much perfectly. So I just went and I tried to make it as small as possible, and I will do a scratch build for the case. I'm already starting, just grabbing something now. This is pretty much what I have right now. This I have it modded already, kind of. This is just layered on top of each other. You can see there is just a bit of plywood, and here are the screws for the HDD, for the hard drive, and here for the USB card, and they just don't go anywhere. There are some nuts under there that hold it, and I will use a riser, and it will be like this. In the case there will be a riser from here to here. So this is just compacted as far as I could. There is just some hot glue that is holding it right now, and right now I'm working on the GPU. Yeah, this is my SFX power supply, be quiet, 300 watt. And now for the GPU, I've already removed the cover, which is right here, and I'm just thinking, because I made this kind of a wooden backplate, will go on there like this, and it's already one spot right here that I will drill out in the wood and attach it with a screw so it kind of holds. And I'm thinking I need another spot, and I didn't know where, so I will just probably remove the whole heatsink. I put out the wooden backplate. I will just remove the heatsink, and I see here there is like a VRM heatsink, probably the tiny heatsink, and I will drill into that to make it for an M3 screw right here. So I will just here I know that a M3 screw fits in, but it doesn't fit in here in the heatsink, so I will just drill it out and put a nut there, maybe secure it with some hot glue or something, and just screw an M3 into there through the back plate, and probably do the same on this side as well. And yeah, that should be pretty good, I hope, in terms of how to get the GPU on there. And it will be also on a riser, like this will be pushed out, this will be pushed out, and this will be right here. I guess I hadn't talked about the build itself, so as I said, this is my HTPC build, and it will just be pretty much all the stuff you see right here, nothing much else. I actually don't think anything else. Plus the GPU, backplate on the GPU, and there will be a fan on top like this, or maybe like that, I don't know. It should have like 6 or 7 centimeters in height, which is pretty good. I like, for a PC, full-blown PC with a graphics card, I mean it's really good. And I will just make kind of a plywood frame for it. So this thing plus the backplate for the GPU, and I will have one big plate that comes like under all of this. And I will screw everything onto that. As you can see right here, I drilled out the hole so it can be M3 as well. Yeah, I know I'm drilling into a hard drive, bad idea, but I thought that this wouldn't damage it, and it hopefully didn't. And I will secure it with a nut to the underplate. It will be right here under all of that. And I will probably do a top plate as well, some kind, maybe. I will cut a hole for the fan of the power supply, and if I will do the top fan or the top cover, I will make a hole for this thing, for the NZXT 200mm. And then when I have it out of plywood, I will go and buy myself just some normal wood, like an inch thick or 2 centimeters thick or something. I have no idea. Maybe a centimeter would suffice. And pretty much I will just make 3 sides of the frame, right here, and right here. And I'm debating if I want to do like this and this part and cut everything out, because it would be a bit of a problem or a challenge, because as you can see, I'm in my room and it's a horrible mess in here because I'm just making something, and I don't have pretty much any tools right here. I just have the drill, a Dremel, no saw or anything, so I'll have to get a saw for to make the frame, but like no electrical saw. So I will just maybe take another bit of plywood, and because I can cut that with my knife, my utility knife, and I will probably just make some slots for the connectors, for all of the connectors, or maybe just hide the ones that I don't need, like the DVI, that's everything. And just put the plywood just right here all over, and just kind of blend it into the rest, hopefully. Then I will just put on some lacquer, buy a switch, because right now I just have this switch just from the old PC. And okay, so just buy another switch. I don't know about the front I/O, if I want to even do any, but I will probably put like 1 or 2 USBs on there. Right here, this will be the front. And also I want to, like, because the PSU will be like this, I want to have a bevel right here and run some aluminum strips in there, because that should look pretty nice. And for the PSU, because of course I won't just like run a cord inside of it, I'll just probably buy an extension, like a meter extension, cut it down and solder it just so it reaches right here maybe, and just have it from here to here, an extension, and the cord, some strings from the glue, and the cord will just go in here. Yeah, so I hope this will come out good. I will give some more updates on the GPU, maybe in the same video, probably, yeah, in the same video. So the next scene should be when I have the cooler removed, which will be like in 2 or 5 or I don't know how many minutes for me. Okay, so this is the naked GPU. I don't know if I mentioned, but it is a GTX 960 from Gigabyte, the mini ITX version. And I will just remove those two screws so you can see. We'll do it on camera. I don't know how good you can see because I don't see on the GoPro. Yeah, that's what I'm recording with. Fuck. I'll pick it up later. And get this out. Yeah, sure. That's what I thought it would be. It's for the VRMs. So I will just take my drill and drill into these and make them for M3. Okay, so this is done, the drilling. I don't know who made these, but Gigabyte sort your shit out. Man, like, this is all aluminum and the threads are stainless steel. It was so hard to drill through. But right now I have 2 holes match the M3, and if I remember, here I've put the GPU, so here it will go in there, or sorry, in here, and I can't do that one-handed and not on camera because I have a bad angle, so I don't see very well what I'm doing. So I'll just do it afterwards and I will let you know. Also, I have to put the GUI thermal stuff back on. Okay, so it is on there, as you can see, and now I just have to take 2 nuts, M3 nuts, of course, for the M3 bolts, and I will just put them like this. Crap, come on, nut, don't mess with me. Okay, and now I have it on there. So now just to take the rest of the cooler, of course remove the thermal goop that was on there and put on my, where is it, here, Arctic MX4 or whatever you have in home if you are doing this also, but I don't know who would do this. I didn't see anybody to do something like this, never probably. So I hope that this will inspire you. So I will put it back together and I will put it on the important back plate and I will show it to you guys. Okay, so the cooler is back on. As you can see, I just have the 2 bolts sticking out of there. It's right here, small heatsink, and now just put it on the back plate. Actually, the back plate, I don't know if I showed you just yet, but it will be like this, and it will be overextending here by about, I don't know, half a centimeter, and also here by the same amount. And that's because when I have it installed on there with the 3 screws, this one, and this one, it will probably hold pretty fine, I guess, I hope. And I will just, in the final build that I have it, I will just make indents in the wood, because in the front portion and the back portion I will maybe make like an extra portion to hold this. I will just have a little groove in there in the wood, so this sits in there, and I will maybe just put like 1 or 2 screws on each side just to hold it in there, so it isn't like flopping around or something. So yeah, put the backplate back on, show you how it looks with the rest of the PC. I don't yet have the 2 riser cards I need, the PCI riser and the PCIe riser for the GPU. I need to get those. It will probably be next week. Today is Friday, so probably tomorrow, the next Monday, or then Tuesday, or pretty close. I hope. So yeah, put this on. I will show you how it looks with that. I may do like a bracket for the PSU. Um, yeah. Okay, so the back plate is on there. I feel it's pretty snug. I don't think I need another bolt. I mean, if I were to hold it like this, it would probably break. But if I have it holding on these two sides, I don't see a problem. The free screws are good or good enough. You can see how I have it in here. There's a bolt, a nut, and a nut again. Same on this side and same on this side. um, so yeah, I'll just show. Put my tools down. So this will be right here. We drop it in there on the supports, of course. So like this probably, and just on the power supply, and the rest will be, yeah, pretty much as you see. So that's the progress right now. um, I will think about what I can do next without the risers, um, and the wood for the whole frame. I'll probably do like the plate that goes behind the motherboard and everything, and glue on the stops for the power supply. So I will have to measure out where this has to be. And for this, of course, here I have, of course, the one hole to mount it to. And yeah, so it will pretty much be all what I can do for now, at least. And if you were wondering how I will put or connect the SSD, there will be just enough room. I measured it so the SATA cable, the right angle, can go in there. So okay guys, so hello. This is the next update. It's the next day, the morning. We've gone to the hardware store and we picked up some wood. You can see, and it's right here. There are some plans already sketched on that, and some holes. I will show you later what these are for. So yeah, this is pretty much the main part here with the bevel. I hope that will come out good, but I don't have any saws right here, so I will have to get some from the cottage. Cottage, not college. Also, here are the side parts, right here, here, and here. This part is for here, and this part is for here, and this part is for here. For this, I need to sketch it. I didn't do that yet because there will be the connectors, and I have to measure everything so I don't mess it up. And it will be pretty hard because the GPU right now is just standing upright, but, because I don't have the risers yet. So I will just take a quick break and I will put the motherboard in because I can't do that one-handed, because the PC is pretty heavy, believe it or not. Okay, so it's pretty much like it will sit there in when I do the case. It's just you can see there is pretty much no hole in there. On this side maybe a little bit. It's pretty much the holes that were there were for all the screws. I added some screws for support here. Pretty much all the screws fit in their respective holes that I drilled in there. They are not going all the way through, so it's just sitting in there and you can't move it. I guess if you turned it upside down it may fall out, but who would turn a PC upside down? Yeah, so now I pretty much have to just get my electrical saws and cut everything out. get the risers, mount the GPU like it would be. It will just be hanging on these two parts on the frame, kind of, and then mount the fan on top, and then put the lacquer on, and just glue or screw everything in. Get the aluminum for this part. I already have that. Have ordered that. Should be here like Monday. Today is Saturday, and that will be pretty much it. So yeah, so I was pretty much just thinking how to get the GPU in there so it's snug, and pretty much figured I will do a kind of an indent in the wood, which matches this here, this lip. So it goes in there and it grabs it, so it will be holding on this side. And I just figured out that I can do it like this, when on this heatsink will be resting this part, like this edge, just for some support, and because it fits there. And I will have it like this, as I showed you. And actually this piece of wood will be connected to this screw, this here, and it will be like that, and this will be just in the indent with this lip, so it should be pretty good, because this whole side will be just hanging pretty much, and this side will be screwed into place. So that should be pretty much any support I need. Then just to get the fan on top, just pretty much it will be right on top of the graphics card, and it will have like probably maximum 10 centimeters in height, which is still great, at least for me and for my needs. I can fit that easily in my cabinet next to my TV. Then the wire managing will be a challenge, I would say. And also I took the USB and the audio, and I cut it out from the rest of the plastic, and I will cut it out from this aluminum tray, and just put it, when I have it cut out, just like this part and this part, so I'll have pretty much essentially two pieces. I will put them, here is the line for the edge, I will put them on the edge, just pretty much like that. So yeah, I just ordered the extension. I had to get 1 meter extension because I didn't find any shorter, and I will just cut it down and make it, just solder it back on. I will just cut it, and when it connects to here, it will be just long enough that it will reach this end right here next to the USB card and behind the SSD. So here will be the power port, the plug. So okay, hello guys, so this is the next update. It's like a week, maybe week and something ahead or after the last update. And as you can see, I've cut out the wood. I had to do it really slow. You can see the jagged edges, they're on the inside, fortunately, so nobody will see them. This is not a perfect build, so yeah, I just try to get it done. Yeah, pretty much, because I don't really want to spend more time, because I want to build a 3D printer, which will hopefully be in some next video when I finish this. So you can see how it goes together right here. I actually have a lamp in the other hand, so I can't really show you. I'll just put it right here. Maybe now you can see pretty bad, but you will have to wait. This is, don't even look at this. This is really bad, but I needed some recessed areas, so I just cut it out like this because you won't see that. So we'll go in here like this. There's the extension for the power supply, and this will go on, of course, like this. And here will be this aluminum strip that you can see going on the floor, and it will be held with screws and maybe a few posts, aluminum posts. I don't have that done. I will probably do it this weekend. It's Friday today. And the PC is here. You can see one of the aluminum posts. The PC is right here. I've got my riser, and I think you saw everything as far as the PC goes. Yeah, probably. I solder the SATA connection. Yeah. So, and the PC fits in nicely in this, of course, and here on the power supply, here's the power supply, and here goes the extension. It's pretty much exact, and yeah, everything works. The PC works. I tested that like twice because I wanted to connect it to the TV, and it didn't boot because I had actually the SSD unplugged, and I formatted the hard drive, so I couldn't boot. So I had to disassemble everything, and I already can assemble everything like you see here. It's just this goes right here with some screws, then this goes here, and this goes on top. And as you can see with this fan, it's kind of bulged out, and it's because I cut out all the plastic around to make it fit in there, and it's pretty flush. It looks fairly nice. As you can see, I had to use a lot of wood filler, but yeah. So next thing I have here in my bag, it is the this. It's like not a lacquer. It seeps into the wood and you can't get it out afterwards. I don't know how we call it actually in English. I would call it still lacquer, but I think there is a separate word for this and I forgot, so don't mind that. And this is like a dark-ish color. I want to see if I have anything in this color right here. Probably no. So I will get this painted probably tomorrow, and then you will see the next update. And I will drill the holes, put in the aluminum, and then pretty much just fit it in. And yeah, also I've made this. There is a special button and an LED, or not special button but nicer button, and an LED to start it. And yeah. Okay guys, so let's get right into what I've been doing. I've been playing some basketball. There you can see my ball. I've played 2 matches, and then I've got finally to put on the aluminum. So yeah, that's what I've been doing today. It's evening, and this is pretty much how it looks right now as it is. And now the only step is to change these freaking self-tapping screws to some screws with different heads so it doesn't stick out as much. That's the first thing. And then just to take the stain and paint it all. Grab my light, paint it, and then we'll be pretty much done. So then there will be an assembly video or something, probably then maybe some, not benchmark, but just showing you how it runs. Yeah, I'm watching a movie right now, so I will get right back into that. So I will leave you with this for now, and tomorrow I will go out on the garden and paint it, and then just wait 8 hours for the first coat to set, and then another layer, and then it's like 15 hours or something to for it to be fully cured. So yeah, I will do one layer and then wait the 8 hours, or it's dry after 3 hours. So I will wait maybe like 5, and then I will go check. If I like the color, I will leave it like that, and if I want it to be a bit darker because of the because of this of the wood putty, or what you call it, wood filler, I will do a second coat to get it pretty much unique color, or the same color as the wood, hopefully. This is the plan, at least. Okay guys, so the first coat is done. As you can see, I'm dressed appropriately because I was just doing this with the stain, and this is how the color looks like. I think it looks really well because it's kind of dark-ish, but not super dark, not overpowering the wood, but the wood is still you can still see the grain pretty clearly. So now I have to wait 3 hours and then do the second coat, and then wait like 16 or 24 hours for it to cure fully, and I'll just assemble the whole thing again and we'll be done. Okay, so just a really quick update. This is the second coat right now. I didn't paint the sides before because I had really tiny brush, and I didn't want to do it with that. So now I've got a bigger brush. So I've done even the sides. I mean, the sides only really need one coat. So yeah, I'll just show you really quick. It's pretty cold out here already. It looks really nice. I mean, the color is really good. I think it will match the rest of the living room pretty well. So yeah, now it's 17:45. So I will wait till the temperature goes down to 5 Celsius, because now it's 7.5, and the color or the stain shouldn't really be drying when it's less than 5. So after that I will have to move it somewhere inside and let it cure till like 8 p.m. I will see if it's dry, basically, and I will surely leave it overnight somewhere inside, so it's not it's in the appropriate temperature. And tomorrow morning I'll just look at it, and tomorrow when I come back from school I will pretty much do the last segment when I put it all together, try to wood it up. I know it works because I just right now have the PC itself without the case hooked up to the TV, and I know it works. So okay guys, so it's pretty much dry to the touch right now. It looks really nice, I have to say. I wasn't expecting it to look this nice. You can see the filler, or more, you can't see the filler like right here. There was a lot of it, and also here was some, and it's pretty much all gone. Yeah, here was the most of it, the biggest part, and it's pretty much the same color as the rest of the wood. The grain is really nicely visible still, so I really like how it turned out. slots are nice. I mean, just here because I had to use some glue because as you can see this ripped out, so I just have a screw in here and I left it in there. Hello guys, so this is the last segment that I was talking about. It's Monday afternoon after school, and here I've got the PC, everything hooked up, everything working. I've tested it on the TV. Here are the aluminum parts. Here I've started assembling the PC. As you can see, the color is really nice, I think, at least. Here I've got some more screws if I need them, and to make some stuff nicer than it was before. And here are the tools that I'm using. Yeah, that's all. It's a drill with a screwdriver bit and a screwdriver. Maybe if I mess something up or I need some more holes for screws, I will use just a M3 drill bit. So I will see you when I have it just about done. Okay, so this is how it looks just before I put the top piece on, and I've used some zip ties so the fan doesn't bump into the wires right here. Just tucked it down as well as I could, installed the brackets right here, and now I'll just install the rods, or put in the rods right here, and then pretty much just fit the top on. It will be pretty fun, or maybe more like a challenge, not fun, with these on. Then I will be done. Also, I have to fit the fan connector into the brown thing that you see right here. Yeah, that's a lot of fun. Here you can see I've already, this is for the Bluetooth keyboard and mouse, or it's a keyboard with kind of a ball that you use, like a trackball. Yeah, that's pretty much the final. Okay, so I have just finished. It looks pretty good, even that it's not painted in there or stained. I mean, this looks really nice. Everything is done. I don't know how, but I somehow tore off the leads for the fan, so I had to resolder them, which was a bit painful, but it was not so bad. Here you can see all the screws. It's not lining up perfectly, but I don't need it to, because this will go in the back and nobody will see the errors. So yeah, that's kind of covering my mistakes. Only the front part will be visible, and maybe a bit of the right side right here. Nothing else pretty much. Maybe the fan, if you look, like, because it's protruding a bit, as you can see. Yeah, that's pretty much everything. Let me take it to the living room right now and hook it up and show you how she runs.